many won't do it. And life has some tests. And if you weren't in the lesson, you will fail, and I will fail miserably. So it's important to come and get oil for your lamps, because the days are evil and dark. Well, let me look at the scripture here, and then I'm going to just talk for a couple of things, and then we're going to be concluding. When I was a child, and this is a particular version, I behaved like a child, I thought as a child, I understood as a child. But when I became a man, when I grew up, I put away childish things. Okay, so some of you, let's see, those of you who had an interesting childhood. Here I have a picture of this character here. His name is Peter Pan. Peter Pan. Now, why is Peter Pan in my picture? Never grew up. And the guy who wrote this, I can't remember his name, doesn't say why Peter Pan didn't or wouldn't or even couldn't grow up. Maybe his growing up involves or implies responsibility, commitment, not fooling around and joking around and horseplay and pranks and maybe he was just, I can't be dealing with the seriousness of life, so he didn't grow up, he just wants to play and mess about and come and go as he please and all of that. Maybe that was his story. Who knows? But Paul says it's important when you grow up, we all need to put away childish things. And there is a word called weaning that talks about childish things, how we give up childish things. Now, Labrina and Ramona, I don't know if you can see from and even Hayden, there are some childish things here. Can you recognize any one of them? Well, this is an easy one.
Yeah.
A bottle.
Yeah.
Can you imagine it? I have to make me a cup of tea and you give me one of those and I start in my teeth. You think that's a childish thing, man. I need to grow up. So at some point I need to put that away. I have to put that away. And whether it's sucking or playing with my ears or whatever it is, at some point I need to put it away. And guess what as parents have to do sometimes? We have to put it away from the child. Because sometimes some children, in terms of their child development, they don't put it away. They'll have it all the time unless you say, it's time. And especially with this one here. Can you see that here?
Yeah.
What do you call, what's your name for that?
Dodie.
Dodie?
Dummy.
Soother?
Pacifier.
Dummy.
Gobstopper. Sometimes we've got to put that away too. One of my sons is in the room, so you can choose between the two of them. We had to help him to put that away. Because if we didn't, we wasn't sure whether he would still be now. Say, what, Dodie? I want Dodie. Which is what he used to say. And we had to enable him and move him on and to give that up and to put it away. Otherwise, he'd still have that now. And I don't know what, parents have all sorts of views about Dodies, but those who've used Dodies, you will remember, sometimes children would say, I don't want that anymore. Or sometimes you're going to do all sorts of games. And one of the things that we did for our son, and they're both in the room, but he kind of cut him. We cut the Dodie, and it's not right. And that was it.
Give it to Santa.
Because at some point what it does is it impairs speech and language, it impairs your tongue, and it prevents your muscles in your tongue, and it starts to do that. So at some point you've got to say, you've had it as a pacifier for sleeping purposes, but now you've got to put it away. Other things, this food here, it's not milk, it's not born to charge, to tear, and to rip into it, it's still mushy stuff, but at some point we've got to put that away too. And then there's the teddy.